Today, Rinpoche continued the discussion on the stages of meditation by Kamalashila, showing how one has to have both calm, abiding, and special insight in order to become enlightened. A distracted mind can't be wise, and a wise mind can't be distracted.
Jeju 184.
Okay, with that, 184. The Doma, the
Toma Ri Shene Drubashades, Thomas Tashene, the Latin Jiganone, Shene Drubitsuka to Ledua, Shene Drubitsuka to Tela Toma Ri Shene Drubashades, Shene Drubashades, Shuruji Villa, Naba Inwa, Shene, Nado, Mebala Junto Rankingaki. Jolas, what did you like? Shene Lagris Margine, Shene the Latum. Shenjan Shabaji Semigune, Rayula Mebel Hunter to be Tingens in the Shene 10 years. What the Shene, what the got to let it do.
Let's go.
London, maybe Conrojita, in the Glajaba.
Yinatsu, the Shine Latun lesson.
What the Shineka to learn?
It's
Jadan, Jasu,
not Dundan Dembi Semche. The
should the Cabalendo.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. The Kandacha. Nyansukun, Dunya, Juba, Jubi, Lagan, Dai, and a Semchen Yampi. Let's go. Gongan Mechi. Then Shamba. Shambi Gom, then the Semche Ni Dundan Dan Gunzo. Let's go. Shamba Gom,
Shudon Kawado.
Then a Tsawe Ninja Gomba, then Jin Gom, Shanchu Sen Gunzu Dan Dundan Bio. Okay, that's okay, so there's 2 types. Jadan Dunju Dunga Detar Gunzu Bi Shanchu. That's
Dunga.
That's good. 68. Jadan Dunju Dunga. Somebody wants to turn to page 67. Bodhicitta is of 2 types. That's where we're going to begin. It's just about a stanza or 2 back, just so I can get caught up. It's kind of in the midst in the Tibetan. I need to line all this up. It just has to happen.
Taji Parudish by Yenos, the Gorem go to Leo de Marba. Taji Chambi, Najent, Hiji is all the Jungare, Shanchu is Julie Jungores, Taji Parudish by Yeno, Shindu Timbare.
That's so.
That thing is to tell Hiji Tena, Sayu, Hiji Gumba Shene, Shanchu San Gumba Shavos. 다 해지 상주 생각 줘로다 해지 공부하시네 근데 상주 생도 공부를 해지들은 해지 전부 다 해지 참여해서 되는 뭐야요로 해지 전부 다 매번 세제 다지라 매네 세제 다지 등한다 전도지 주의 나바지 써와데 해지 참여 천이 해지 참고 해지 참여 천이 해지 참고라 예나 출라면 해지 참고 매매라면 해지 참고 sentient zala me binye chenpo songja urwa.
That's so. Okay, so we're going to begin with the discussion about loving kindness, love, and great compassion. So when we look at the various definitions and divisions, we'll see that when we divide compassion into categories, it divides into three different categories. The compassion that observes sentient beings, the compassion that observes phenomena, and the compassion which observes the incomprehensible, I think is what it, or sometimes it's translated different ways, but that's what I've seen the most. So when we define the Senigare, Ninji Chenmo Senigare. Lesso, okay. So then when we look at what the definition of great compassion is, it's either a wisdom or meditative stabilizations, all mind and mental factors accompanied with them, relying on a concentration that wishes that all sentient beings be free from suffering. So it has great compassion has as its object of observation all sentient beings, and then what the wish is for all of those sentient beings is that they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. So that's the essence of the definition of great compassion. So here we'll get into great compassion and love and so forth. I think that's everything Rinpoche said. Okay, Jigsaw. Ewa Lapsar. Senchen Chu Dang Mitsewa. Okay.
Kundu senji tanda duwa de tejen senji lag tejen senji. Tela kundu ne hinji senji tada la ngobara dönbara tangje ne roa la penda bishir sanji suji nyando lana meba yanda ba zubi shanchun debi nabe sen dambu jeba wos 상담을 제보 대야 추진지로 래 상사 추진으로 로래 대비 추가진도 상주 선비 동바라 네버 케버 바로 원래 세제버셔스 어디가 상주 선비 동바라 안제르바
Lesso. Okay, so now we turn to page 67 in the English, and we'll get into now bodhicitta. So we just explained some of the points about great compassion, which then is a cause for bodhicitta, or the mind that aspires to enlightenment. It's translated as the awakening mind. There's so many different ways that it's translated that you'll just have to keep up and follow the different lexicons that are available, and be aware that it can be called, I've seen at least 10 or 15 different things. And it's confusing, but it's just where the state of the translation is at this point in the West. So bodhicitta is of two types, conventional and ultimate. Conventional bodhicitta is the cultivation of the initial thought that aspires to attain unsurpassable and perfectly consummated Buddhahood in order to benefit all wandering sentient beings. After having taken the vow out of compassion to release all of them from suffering, that conventional bodhicitta should be cultivated in a process similar to that described in the chapter on moral ethics in the Bodhisattva Bhumi. Generating this mind by taking the bodhisattva vow before a master who abides by the bodhisattva precept. So once you've generated this mind that aspires to enlightenment, bodhicitta, then you have the aspiring bodhicitta and then go before a master and take a bodhisattva vow, and then that bodhicitta becomes an engaged bodhicitta. So here, this is the point of once you've the naming of those two, I'm not sure if Rinpoche said the aspiring and engaged. I'm just not sure, but everything else I know that he said. I'm just not sure if he used those two terms, so I don't want to add something he didn't say without letting you know. So this is the point of taking the bodhisattva vow once you have bodhicitta in your mental continuum. Disung Rinpoche.
다 생지라 군주 생지 돈다 생지니 대대라 군주비 상주지 생지네스 군주비 상주지 생지네 안된다비 상주지 생지 제비 신배바샤오스 담부 군주 상주 생지 줄지로다 된다비 상주지 생데 태정 동랑연실 모두요 말와 대단가드가드 바랑가드 연실 모두요 말에 봐봐 태정 봐볼 모두 대대로 군주비 상주지 생지네 된다비 상주지 생지비 실 배버서 깔리자고 그랬어.
Lesso.
된다비 상주지 생는 지된랜데 봐. 저바 타다던 저와 신도 세와 된다비 슈 저만매 봐. 没有龙脉被满命运龙脉被满命运引导是龙脉被满命运引导
Ngātsu lefsam ma maybe the
啊
data
龙脉被满命运导没
lesso
有我是
lesso
我大概当时就是在路边上就是山路路边上就是南路了你那东西提前写了就都得是那边怕就钱把钱把的当时这个钱也是去了嘛都是就是等当班的都得钱把的
lesso niche yure
啊
nga niche yure.
我的
Okay, so now once we've gone over then this section of conventional bodhicitta, which we've covered already, so now we move into ultimate mind generation or ultimate bodhicitta. So conventional bodhicitta is bodhicitta. Ultimate bodhicitta is the bodhicitta that is present at the time of reaching the path of seeing, when you are realizing emptiness directly. At that point in time, that bodhicitta is ultimate bodhicitta. So when we look at the Sutra of the Heart of Transcendent Knowledge and the mantra that's embedded within it, Teata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasangati Bodhisoha, we'll see that that refers to implicitly the 5 paths. So it's that third, it's the Paragate that we're talking about here, when the practitioner reaches that third path. So it goes path of accumulation, gate, path of preparation, gate, path of seeing, paragate, then path of meditation, parasangati, then no more learning, bodhisoha. So it is at that parasangati, paragate rather, where it's the path of seeing, when one is realizing emptiness, that there is ultimate bodhicitta. The Gonlam Dundan Senche Yurbe. So there are also so each of the paths above the path of seeing have this experience of ultimate bodhicitta. So when he or she is realizing emptiness directly, just as a note, there are more times that happens before you're a Buddha, after the path of seeing. So during all of those times, from the path of seeing and above, that experience happens, because that's where it starts, the path of seeing. When that is happening, the bodhicitta is ultimate bodhicitta. And so the definition of ultimate bodhicitta, or literally the ultimate ultimate Mahayana mind generation, is a principal consciousness of the continuum of a great vehicle superior, which falls into the category of a great vehicle wisdom, in which the dualistic appearance with regard to the mode of subsistence of complete enlightenment has disappeared. Meaning that one is directly perceiving emptiness So one is an Arya, so it's in the continuum of a superior. So you're an Arya if you're seeing emptiness. So that is the meaning embedded within that. So in the Mahayana Sutra Alamkara, the Maitreya's ornament to the Mahayana Sutras, we find also a working definition for ultimate bodhicitta. Having served the perfect Buddhas, having accumulated the collection of exalted wisdom and merit, having produced the non-conceptual exalted wisdom in regards to phenomenon, that is asserted to be the ultimate. So it's just kind of a short, needs to be explained paragraph, as usual, from the Indian master, Lord Maitreya. Digsung Rinpoche.
Tā tēnrū, shēnē tēnrū bā nē, tā tu kuibē yuñ rīn tō shēnē tāng lā tōng kī, nē jū gōmbara shēba lē, jū tā ā.
De Loma son, de Delpa La son, yene de Sawa Loma son, Gongel Me Pachik. After generating the conventional awakening mind of bodhicitta, endeavor to cultivate the ultimate awakening mind of bodhicitta. The ultimate bodhicitta is transcendental and free from all elaborations. It is extremely clear, the object of the ultimate, stainless, unwavering, like a butter lamp undisturbed by the wind. Okay, Digsun. Salaloso. Digsun Rinpoche. Ngay dit sawa kona lomaso.
Tā tēnrū bā nē, tā tu kuibē yuñ rīn tō shēnē tāng lā tōng kī, nē jū gōmbara shēba lē, jū tē pāpa gōmba rēwa lē, dōtō gōng rē yin bā rē. Dōtō gōng rē chē kē tō, shāmbā kāyāng, nye tū jē sāng, shāngchū sāmbā nā jē sāng, tēshīn shēba nā jē kī, chū jīdēn bā tāng, jīdēn lē tē bā tāng jē, shēnē tā lā tōng kī, rēba shā wōs. Jīdēn tāng jīdēn lē chū kā lō, shēnē tā lā tōng kī rēba yīns, shēnē tā lā tōng kī rēba yīns, wā tā sō ndō, rēba shā wōs. Gawā kā lō, shēnē tā lā tōng kī rēba rēs. Gawā kā lō, shēnē tā lā tōng kī rēba yīn, ānā ngā sō, shēnē mā tū kā sā kī chū gawā mā bō yō rō. Tā sō kā shēnē tā lā tōng kī rēba āyīn. Wā tā sō tō bā tō ā.
The Dewa, the Yanjur the Donda Yanjur, the
Gewa, Loji Gawa, Nagi Gawa, Iji Gawa, Kangalo, Shene the Latung Rebores, Songdua.
Lesso.
Shene the Latung Matubi, Kanzaki Juji Gawa Euro. To Suk Shene the Latung Rebacandes. And then Natsu Shene Matubi Juji, and the Gawa to Shene the Latung Rebacandes, Reservan, Shene the Jesu Timba. Tā ngā su sēn tsijī tā nēbi, ngā su tsijī tā nēbi lo jinduwa, tā shēnē tā jē tuñ bā. An jē bā shēbi lo jinduwa, wā tā lā tōng, wā tēnyē kī ndrēba rē tu gā yā tāng, shēnē tā lā tōng kī ndrēba rē bā shā wōs. Wā tā sōng tē sā rē.
Bā sā. Then chū the puik, the zugu, kabiare.
Jā tāng tu chū tāng rū.
Ale, the thing a June. Okay, dunju. Then Kabiare, the Zugo. Okay. Uma. Oh, Chikedu. Okay, Ripao. Okay, Jao. Tuchena. Okay, Ripa Shao. Rason. Okay. Okay, so now we move on to page 81. I just got like a little bit lost where I was because we're going back and forth. This is achieved through constant and respectful familiarity with the yoga of calm abiding, meditation, and special insight over a long period of time. The unraveling of the thought sutra says, O Maitreya, you must know that all virtuous dharmas of hearers, bodhisattvas, or tathagatas, whether worldly or transcendental, are the fruits of calm abiding, meditation, and special insight. I think that's where it reads to. Since all kinds of concentrations... Yeah, that's where it reads to. So here it states that, so read it again. This is achieved through constant and respectful familiarity with the yoga of calm abiding meditation and special insight over a long period of time. So this is meant going back, referring to the ultimate bodhicitta. This happens through this combination of union of calm abiding and special insight. And then we have a sutra. The Unraveling of the Thought Sutra says, O Maitreya, you must know that all virtuous dharmas of hearers, bodhisattvas, or tathagatas, whether worldly or transcendental, are the fruits of calm abiding meditation and special insight. So then the debate and doubt starts. So if you don't have this, how then, but you have other fruits, how is that possible? If you don't have calm abiding and special insight, and it says here that, O Maitreya, you must know that all virtuous dharma of hearers, bodhisattvas, or tathagatas, whether worldly or transcendental, so whether ordinary or transcendental, are fruits of calm abiding and special insight. So if you don't have those, but you have other fruits of the vehicles, ordinary realizations, then how is that possible? Just as a translator's note, you have this union at the path of preparation. You've already gotten bodhicitta at that point. Calm abiding and special insight happens at path of preparation in relation to ultimate reality. So I guess the question here is then your bodhicitta, how did that happen if you don't already have what's saying causes it? So then a big debate. Okay, selpa laso, selpa chaso, tuche Rinpoche.
Shesomba tabo teni ji dingen zin tangje shena de ladong dingen zin tangje du bishir nanjo ba tangje du tangje do
So
na ba shena da ladong de ba sha des o de jun do o de shena de ladong le sanlo ya putang gur song den ba sha de papa gomba ga ba de wa teni le gonde teni le ne jonen de ji chege do Nanya tu na da, Shanchu Samba na da, Tijin Shiba na ji, Dingen zin, Namba Doma Tenba, Kanda Yinba, Tada Tangchi, Shinen da, Latung ki Duba Riba Sha Wosa. An Shanchu Samba na da, Tijin Shiba na ji, Dingen zin, Namba Doma Tenba, Swaji ki Mumbo, Songsha Yuwaris, Namba Doma Tenba, Kanda Yinba Tada, Tangji, Shenedang, Latung ki Duba Riba Shawu, Shened Latung non Dun Res, Duba Riba Shawu, Shesomba Tabu Os, what is one the
then the Sanjay gi sung the Samten Gari Yena, Shinedan Latung Yewa, de Donda?
Karun Dun Res.
Karun Du. Okay. Since all kinds of concentrations can be included in these two, calm abiding and special insight, all yogis must at all times seek calm abiding meditation and special insight. Again, the Unraveling of the Thought Sutra says, the Buddha has said it must be known that the teachings of various types of concentrations sought by his hearers, bodhisattvas, and tathagatas are all contained in calm abiding and special insight. So when we look at all of the concentrations that have been presented, then they can be summarized within the main categories of calm abiding and special insight. Okay?
Ta papa gomba dewa teni le chunden de ji jeke do nyetu nyetu na ta shanshu samba na ta tijin sheba tangje ji dingen zen na ba toma temba kayimba ta das ta sanji go de dingen zen na ba mo songsha yo temba ta da tangje shene da latung ki duba reba shawos Dingen zen tuzu ka shene da latung non du no res duba reba shawo shesomba tabu osa.
So again, the Unraveling of the Sutra of Thought says, the Buddha has said it must be known that the teachings of various types of concentrations thought by his hearers, bodhisattvas and tathagatas, are all contained in calm abiding and special insight.
Ta shene baji gomba shebe ne Nanjuba Naji, Jiba Mabungis, Shena Jamba Gumba Ina, Latoma Gumba Ji, Shena Jamba Gumba Ina, and the Yuma of the Shi Jiba Puntu Mares, Jiba Mabungis, Reji, Yuma Bata Naba Naba Tanto, Naba Tantos, Santo Sede, Shirajin Hawa, Shunga Meba, Bala Nyen Lebar, Shunga Sibi Shir, Bala Nyen Leba, Chumba Manjuros, Shene Yuba Chilhatum Meba Ina Wate, and Wate Shidi Bashat Pontu, Nudi Basha Pontu Maris.
Lesso.
Shirajin Hawa, Shunga Mebas, Talhatum Meba, and then Bala Nyen, Yumobata. Nyomo be Pacha Pontu Maris, Pacha Shidi, Bala Nye, Leber Chum Sibi Shir, Bala Nye, Leber Chumba Munjuro. Shine the Latuninja Magumba Ina, and Nyomo Pacha Pontu Maris, Munjuro. They you not just teacher, Papa Gumba, Nabandeva Teniles. Sante jene nyomo ba naji nabar nodo. Sante jene nyomo ba nabar nodo. Shiro jene bala nye lebar nyomra shedos. Sante je wate nyomo ba nyomol nodo res. Nabar nodos. Shiro je bala nyomo bacha. Latung de yoba ina wate nyomo bacha mo bacha lo wate nodo res. Nyomo Baja Shiri, the Marva Shiri. Lebar Chombra Shedo, Shekatos. That Bacha second the Casa Gay Baja, Magi Baja Loma and Baja Sumuta. Sheba de Gawa, Gay Sheba, Magi Sheba Loma and Sheba Sunrota. That Gawa, Gay Sheba, Magi Sheba, Bala, Loma and Shebangala, one of the Shubis. And the Senate Nubajil, what the Bajala was. Go a ship, Gojila, Gala, one to shoot his job in the was.
Okay. Yogis cannot eliminate mental obscurations merely by familiarizing themselves with calm abiding meditation, page 82, alone. It will only suppress the disturbing emotions and delusions temporarily. Without the light of wisdom, the latent potential of the disturbing emotions cannot be thoroughly destroyed, and therefore complete destruction, will not be possible. For this reason, the Unraveling of the Thought Sutra says, concentration can suppress the disturbing emotions properly, and wisdom can thoroughly destroy their latent potential. So here, the point being made is that since beginningless time, we have created imprints or predispositions within our continuum. So these predispositions or imprints, like seeds, ripen into experiences that we have. Virtuous. There are 3 different kinds of predispositions that we have: virtuous, non-virtuous, and those which have not been presented in Scripture or neutral, ethically neutral. So these 3 categories then give rise to 3 different types of experience: the non-virtue, non-virtue, suffering, happiness is caused by virtue. And then that which has not been presented in Scripture causes neither happiness nor suffering. So virtue causes happiness, non-virtue causes suffering. So these imprints are what is left. So just meditating only on calm abiding won't get at the main problem. It'll only suppress the afflictions and emotions and negative emotions temporarily. It needs to have special insight as well because just calm abiding alone won't get rid of the afflictive obstructions, nor will it get rid of their imprints, which are the obstructions to omniscience. So neither the afflictive obstructions nor the obstructions to omniscience can be gotten rid of with calm abiding meditation alone. It requires the addition of special insight in order for it to work. So let's see. So these imprints then create the experiences that we have. So when yogis cannot eliminate mental obscurations merely by familiarizing themselves with calm abiding meditation alone. It will only suppress the disturbing emotions and delusions temporarily. Without the light of wisdom, the latent potential of the disturbing emotions cannot be thoroughly destroyed, and therefore their complete destruction will not be possible. So here we're talking about the predispositions and the imprints of the predispositions. So the imprints would be the obstructions to omniscience, and the predispositions, the afflictive obstructions. And therefore their complete destruction will not be possible. For this reason, the unraveling of the Thought Sutra says, concentration can suppress the disturbing emotions properly, and wisdom can thoroughly destroy their latent potential. So the concentration suppresses them from arising, and then the wisdom completely destroys their potential to arise. Because if they're suppressed, they still have within those imprints or predisposition. This is the other thing. The imprints or predispositions have within them what's called an ability. They are able. So, for instance, a non-virtuous imprint has an ability, and that ability is to create suffering. A virtuous imprint has an ability, and that ability is to create happiness. So it's the ability for it to create isn't destroyed without special insight. It can only be suppressed or pushed down, can't be destroyed. So it requires both. Geshe Rinpoche. Oh boy.
Abbot Dinganzi Jabo Les Jang. Dinganzi the Gonji Gomba Sheme Jis. To Dadun to Shinji Meji. Dinganzi Jabo Gomba Yina. Dadun Ruban Zemba del Nutu Mares. Du Shinji Mejis. Then you Munshi Shin Rodo Truth. Shin Rodo Truth. And then you mobe. Or the Sanju Progress true. Sashu and then the Dinganzi Gomba Jins. Sashu Dinganzi Gombas, Bajaganwa. Sashu Dinganzi Gombas and what the Gonjaganji would Kotrapun, the Dinganzi Gona, and the Tratu to Sumachina, and the Tranma Dedi. And Tejile, Tezig Sanjan, Tezi, Monster. Tezig Sanjan, Tezig what the Tratu could try to Traljuanche in Jerva. And the queer Yabani Yajan do cool what they told you long and thing and the Yabi Lojuju said it. Hashu then thing as the Gombajins. Hashu thing as the Gon, and then what they could try still Tezig Tang, Monster, Tezig Tangsa, and the Tratan does Mabazu in Jerva. The cool Yal. Dinganzi along the long line. Dinganzi Yanda Lujusia orders.
Sitsi Kabiri Rimche.
Moss.
The Jadan Dunji Dun.
The road.
Natsu de Lema, the lesson.
That's not the road. Hajojin Dinganzi.
I think we just jump forward. Hold on, just give me 1 second, everyone. Sitsi Kabiri. $76. Shinate Sampi Shinyam Nyam Bongi Rishi. The Sheragi Nyama. Light of wisdom. Susu. Sheson, Shanchusema. There's something about a mouse, and I can't find it in the English. I know we're in order. We're fine. Shine Sanchu Me Susu Dopa Susu Dobi Gom. Shine Sheson. And then Tsitsi, the Zugu. Shine.
Lashu Sedro, Lashu and the Dingas Gumbajis. Lashu is Dingas Gune. Try Jill, the Tzik Sansan, or the Colon, Dingas Jabilo Jushadua.
The Tinzi Gom Shin. Lashu de Tinzi. Okay, so that's an example. De Nyon Monpar, de Droop. The Udat. Okay, so we're fine. The complete destruction will not be possible. The concentration can suppress the disturbing emotions properly. The wisdom can thoroughly destroy their latent potential. And the tsitsi donda, the NGK, the Ramasan. This is the Udrak. The Udrak.
Lashu, the Dingas Lashu is a Katu.
Lashu, Dine, Tinzi Gomba Shin.
Dingas Gomba Shin is what the Bajaro.
Listen.
Could Dingas Gom and the Trajil, Tzi Sansan, Tzi.
Okay.
Jedin, Dingas along with the long Dingas in Yabe, Lojushi and
Lesso. Okay. Gongel Mepachik. Okay, I got it. So it's in the commentary, Dalai Lama's too, if you read in. So it's the Udrak. So it's Rinpoche was explaining the story of Udrak, and so I was looking in the root text for something about a mouse. So that was all that was happening. It's in his commentary. So the Sutra Unraveling Thought says, even if you meditate with single-pointed concentration, you will not destroy the misconception of self, and your disturbing emotions will disturb you again. This is like Udrak, single-pointed meditation. So Udrak was a yogi who meditated, and he meditated so much that his hair got very, very long, and it got so long that rats and mice started to eat at it, and he would get angry, and you could see that he had just been suppressing, because of his calm abiding, his emotions, and he would suddenly became very angry because the rats had eaten these things. So his calm abiding, he snapped out of, because he had only been suppressing those emotions and they hadn't been eradicated. So I apologize. Sometimes it's difficult with the Indian texts. And you'll see this short story also in Dalai Lama's commentary. The Jao Rinpoche Delpa de Yure, the Gongel Mepachik. Okay, the Nge Jun. Okay, Dixon.
Okay, the Chula Dame Susu Teta Kete Gombana. The Yangan to Debi Jo. Jujan Kanye Ten Shaman Juros. Sheson Sos. Sheson Kete Chula Dame Susu Tos. Chuji Dame to Shero. Chula Dame Susu Teta Kete Gombane. The Yangan de to Debi Jos. And the Yangal Deba. Saji Kumotu Jures. Yangan de to Debi Jo. Tella Tena Saji Kumotu Mat Jujangi and the Saji Kumotu Ayo Maris. Jujan Kanye Ten Shaman Juros. What the Tabijula Ten Yanga de Batu, Jujanda go to Tutu Maris. Sheson Sos.
Then Ju Sho Sena, Ju the Dame, Chui Dame.
Get the Chula Dame Susu to Chui Dame to Bishiro in Jiro.
Okay.
Susu Tata Kete Gumbanes. Chuji dame su gomba ne teni nyangan de tun rebi jo res rebi jo. Te dala teni nyangan deba tu nyangan deba sanji kumonsa goya jira sanji nyangan deba as. Dala teni sanji kumon tukur mato ju jenda ga tutuwa yo mazi.
Lesso.
Ju jen kanyi teni shemen joros.
Lesso.
She song sos.
Lesso. Don't do what I'm doing. Never should write in a book, but I'm doing it. It's for purposes of use. It'll help a translator in the future, too. It's called justification. All right, so when the selflessness of phenomena is examined specifically and meditations are performed on the basis of that analysis, that is the cause of the resultant liberation. No other cause can bring peace. So it's stating here that this realization of the emptiness of phenomena, the selflessness of phenomena, is that object of observation to be realized is the only thing that, when realized, causes liberation. So it's saying that there's no, when we look at nirvana or freedom from cyclic existence, liberation, it is only the realization of selflessness that allows one to achieve liberation. Khensur Rinpoche.
Da shangchu senpi denuen lejang, shangchu senpi denuen lejang, kanda shangchu senpi denuen chi, chu je narang de matu, pabi chu nduwa, matu ba, tengan zang chi chuban zenpa ne, nga je ju onke, ngabi nga je do, tongxin si, jewa tang, gawa tang, ji dunga, gai dunga, nai dunga, chi dunga, nyangan tang, mengan dunga tang, dunga tang, ime dunga tang, chuba le yongsu madru los, wata pongtu mares, ruwa ri tuki, kuwa le yongsu madru los. Ta shene de la dung meba wate, chega na chi dunga tang, kui dunga pongtu mares, kuwa le yongsu madru, dunga ji pongpo le jang yongsu madru ti dunga pabi denpa, dunga pongpo le jang yongsu madru ti, tila gong tijin shibi, tiki chi, jen le jesu tunba, jen le jesu tunba ne, Geshe le zhuwa njoro, jen le jesu tunba ne, Geshe le zhuwa njoro, sheka tse tos. Tila gong tijin shibi, tiki ches, sanji kata songyo wares, jen je jesu tunba, tuba nes, jesu tuba ne, Geshe le zhuwa njoro sa, shene de la tong, wate su kanga ma tuba yabaji tuba ina, gomba ina, ane wate gai dunga tang, shi dunga pongtu kores, zhuwa njoro, sheka tse to, she song sos.
Shigatse do she sung so. Okay. Also, the page 84. Also, the Bodhisattva section. Okay. Also, the Bodhisattva section says, those who haven't heard these various teachings of the Bodhisattva collection and have also not heard the implemented teaching on monastic discipline, who think that single-pointed concentration alone is enough, will fall into the pit of arrogance due to pride. As such, they cannot gain complete release from rebirth, old age, sickness, death, misery, lamentation, suffering, mental unhappiness, and disturbances. Neither do they gain complete liberation from the cyclic the cycle of the 6 states of existence, nor from the heaps of suffering, mental and physical aggregates. Keeping this in mind, the Tathagata has said that hearing the teachings will help you gain liberation from old age and death. So here, with just the calm abiding, with just single-pointed concentration meditation, one is not able to free him or herself from cyclic existence. One will not be able to be free from the 3 sufferings, the suffering of suffering, the pervasive compounded suffering, and the suffering of change. One will not be free from the 6 realms of the hell, hungry, ghost, animal, human, demigod, or God realm. One will not be free from birth, aging, sickness, and death. All of these occurrences cannot be eradicated with only calm abiding or single-pointed concentration. So it's only these teachings. It says, he said that hearing the teachings will help you gain liberation from old age and death. So it is only those teachings which are in a complete form, which are not only calm abiding, but have the complete form of the rest of the teachings, which will allow one to gain liberation from old age and death. But here that's speaking of nirvana. Sampa Kangala Sonrimche.
다든가 추진지 러바 땡은지 러바 셔러지 러바 송들레도 추진지 러바 땡은지 러바 셔러지 러바 추진지 러비 주셔발라 된 땡은지 러바도 용거레스 땡은지 러비 주셔발라 된네 네 라동 용거레스 추진라 네네 땡은지 토데스 추진지 러비 주셔발라 된네 땡은지 토용거레스 다 추진 소다가 추진 상상의 추진, 상하의 추진 송을 들어보다. 다른데 또 소다의 추진.
Sutta, Shansem,
상하의 동바 송을 들어보다.
Shansen, Sangha. Then it's the Garsha that Sutra, Ale,
추진지 라비 주시발, 땡한지 라바도 용거래. 땡한지 라비 주시발 때네. 아니 셔러지 라바도 용거래스. 추진란 내내 땡한지 토.
Ale, Suchin Tingenzi, Shera.
땡한지 토네 짱 셔러 공부하시스. 땡한지 달라테네 셔러 라동 라동도 용거래스. 셔러제네 나버다바도 셔러제네 예시 나버다바도 셔러제네 예시 나버다바도 예시 나버다비 추진 편송 수버스 예시 나버 추진 편송 수 셰가제도스 다가다 추진 질러바 띵은지 질러바 셔러 질러바 송부도 준리레스 추진 질러비 주셔발라 때네 띵은지 질러바도 용그래 땡간지 라비 주시발라 때네 싫어지 라바도 용어레스
Lesson. Okay, so for these reasons, those who wish to attain the thoroughly purified transcendent wisdom by eliminating all obscurations should meditate on wisdom while remaining in calm, abiding meditation. The Heap of Jewels Sutra says single-pointed concentration is achieved by adhering to moral ethics. With achievement of single-pointed concentration, you meditate on wisdom. Wisdom helps you attain a pure, pristine awareness. Through pure, pristine awareness, your moral conduct is perfected. So here, it's showing the connection between these. When we look at the 3 highest higher trainings, the highest higher training in ethics, highest higher training in concentration, and the highest higher training in wisdom. And these higher trainings are brought about by one another. So when we look at ethics, there are 3 different categories: the individual liberation ethics, bodhisattva ethics, and then the secret or tantric ethics. So these are the three categories of ethical discipline, and the higher training in that ethical discipline then gives rise to one's ability to have a higher training in concentration. And then once one gains this concentration, it allows one to direct that concentration at wisdom, and one can gain this higher training in wisdom. So this special insight. So the calm abiding comes from the single-pointed concentration. The special insight comes from the wisdom that's coupled with that single-pointed concentration that becomes a special insight. So let me just make sure where we are here. Suchim la ne tingenzi do ngay sampa kanga la sandet
수수 답이 동바 수수 답아 리제 침비 동바 동보송 라주 동바 타망가스
leso
수수 답아 리제 너네 침비 동바 송 요가레스
sum
담보송 드레스
leso
그냥 밤이 동바니
nye
얘네 동바송 템바
leso
때 침비 동바레스 라주 동바 타망가
nga
그지 밤아 그런 밤아 글로마
leso
정가도 라주 동바레스
leso. So the individual liberation ethics, we can say, we can divide individual liberation vows into 8 categories, 5 of which are ordained categories, 3 of which are non-ordained. So the non-ordained categories are the 24-hour vow, the layperson female vow, and the layperson male vow. So these are the 3 householder vows within the individual liberation vows set. The 5 ordained vows are the novice monk vow, the novice nun vow, the probationary nun vow, and the fully ordained monk vow and the fully ordained nun vow. So making for a total of 5 adding to 3, making for a total of 8 individual liberation vows. Translators note many times you'll see 7 because only 7 of them are lifetime vows. The 24-hour vow is not a lifetime vow. So if you see the number 7 individual liberation vows, they just mean the lifetime vows, as a note. Okay.
파바 대바 침비 쳔볼라 대바 공빈돌레 장스 리지보 히로라 냐와 마네나스 네 샤주 셈바나지 대바 쳔볼라 대바 쳔볼라 제단종와 나마마오스 리지보 히로라 냐와 마네나 하동데 히로 냐레데 야바 메바이나 나 샤주 셈바나지 대바 쳔볼라 대바 쳔볼라 제단종야 제타양 종와 나마마오스 원네 어디 싫어도 매바이나 나 어디 대바 쳔비 어디 가서 녀디보 시디보라서 어디 용어만 손대서 종 나마마오 리지보 나전 대장 내다를 샤주 셈바나지 대바 쳔볼라 대바 쳔볼라 종와 강제용롱 대타진에 나부 메이 생지 돈당 추야다버 삼발레 좀 리버샤오 셰가체도스 어디서나들 하통줄로 나래제고 손된서
You can say the Umarinchen Chenwa, the Tepa Dang, the Shera Gari Yakshu, the Shera Yakshu Yine Tepa Shera Giju. The can the Kakare. The Shera Mena Tepa Yongamare. The Umarinchen Chewa, Teba Mena Shira Yomare. Kensa.
Teba Mena Shira Yomare.
The Umarinchen Chewa. The Leu Tumble. Nate Sampa. Umarinchen Chewa. Anyway, Keomari. The meditation on the faith in the Mahayana Sutra says, O child of noble family, if you do not abide by wisdom, I cannot say how you will have faith in the Mahayana of the Bodhisattvas, or how you will set forth in the Mahayana. So here it's showing the importance of wisdom. And just as a note, what I was saying to Rinpoche is that in the Nagarjuna's Precious Garland, it says that among wisdom and faith, wisdom is chief, faith being its prerequisite. So then it seems to be the exact opposite, saying that without faith you can't get wisdom in Nagarjuna's text. And here it says without wisdom you can't get faith. So I was just saying that but it's very specific here, the kind of faith, the faith in the Mahayana of the Bodhisattvas. So the other text is speaking very, very generally. So I just was trying to sound smart to Rinpoche. That's all. My ego. Digsong Rinpoche.
Yeah. Papa Teba Chembula Teba Gombindule Jan Rijipo Shiro Nyamanena Tal Hatun Mena so Shiro Nyamanena Shanju Samba Naji Teba Chembula Chembula Je Dayang Yuanga Mama Wosa Hatun Mena and teaching la dama to yung mares.
Data.
Riji bo na ran de jang de da shan chu san ba na ji teba chen bu la teba chen bu la yuang gang jie yang rong de ta jie ne na ba me san ji duan da chu yang da ba san ba le shuang ri ba xiao wo si wo de ba chen bi de de ta jie ne Naba Mayimi Sanchez Sinerota. Danta Chuyang Dabar Sambale Shung Song du Latung Sambale Shung Riba Shawosa Senet Latung Latene de Yung Toba de what the Shigures.
Less so.
Shikazetos.
Less so. So here it goes on to show how both calm abiding and special insight are needed, are both indispensable when trying to achieve complete Buddhahood. Without, for instance, a special insight, which special insight doesn't occur unless one has wisdom. So without wisdom, special insight cannot occur. Without special insight, Buddhahood can't occur. So we see how special insight requires calm abiding to occur. So without calm abiding and special insight, Buddhahood cannot occur because the union is needed. Both are needed. So I'm going to read this in two paragraphs, since we already read one. But the meditation on the faith in the Mahayana Sutra says, O child of noble family, if you do not abide by wisdom, I cannot say how you will have faith in the Mahayana of the Bodhisattvas, or how you will set forth in the Mahayana. O child of noble family, you should know that this is because Bodhisattva's faith in the Mahayana and setting forth in the Mahayana occurs as a result of contemplating the perfect Dharma and reality with a mind free of distraction. So when one sets forth on the Mahayana, so as a note, a Mahayanist has bodhicitta. You're not a Mahayanist unless you are... you have bodhicitta. The door to the Mahayana is bodhicitta. So you're a Mahayanist when you get You can be studying Mahayana, but to truly be a Mahayanist, it means that you've entered this door of bodhicitta. So here it's saying that you can't, without having contemplated these things, and then contemplated them in a very clear way, really set forth in a complete fashion on the path. You won't have a complete faith without clearing your mind of the doubts and so forth. So this is the point that's being made here. Contemplating the perfect Dharma and reality with a mind free of distraction is necessary to set forth in the Mahayana. So it's saying that the Mahayana occurs from this. I think that's everything that Rinpoche said. Digsung Nyetsa.
Da shene dan te latung baji gi ne nanju bi sen yu la na ba yin wan ju de sa. Shene me ba je ane latung baji gon ba yin na. Ane yu le sen yin de gres yin wan ju jes. Rongi na na du bi mami jin to tenba men ju ros. Jeba jamba she shene de ma gon ba yin na. Ane sen yin de gres yin wan ju je. Bana long na ne bi mami ju long na mami ja ba yin na ko tenba yo ma ro. Tenba men ju ro. De yu na e shi ji na wa shin du sa wa men ju des. Shene me na ane e shi na wa shin du sa wa du yong ma res. De yu na e shi ji na wa shin du sa wa men ju de. De yu na ni ga dang da wa tenba sha wa shene da te na shene me na de ma la du me na de ma re. Ni ga gu res. Ni ga dang da wa tenba sha wo. De yi shi re pa ba yong su nyang an len de bi Teba shime dole jang, nyetu na je ne, tijin shibi ri mutung de, nyetu na je ne tijin shibi ri mutung de, tengan zi she chi shi tang sa.
Ale.
Nyetu na je,
Ale.
ane shangsen song yo teba song. Nyetu tu go wa tijin shibi ri tong tu ma res.
Lessa.
Tijin ka res na, tengan zi she chi shi re.
Lessa.
tengan zi she chi wa yin su zong wa te zi zi ri tong tu ma res. Che shi dang. She ro chung shi res. Ne nye tu tu wa te tijin la tu te she ro chung wa res. Chung shi re.
Kandre.
Shang shu senpa dang ji ne tong me ji me se des. Shang shu senpa dang ji ne tong me jis. Tijin shi ba wa te tong me jis.
Yine konsu doni dopi sherap chipa. Yomarebe.
Toni dungan sung tuba dina rayo ar shang shu sen yo mel chen ro dharwa.
Chipa.
Ya. Toni ngon sung tuba nye tu la yo ar rangje la yo ar tijen la yo dharwa. Ta tijen na je ma yung ati kar san shang shu sen me zang. Nye tu dharwa je sul tuba tez ma din jirwa ta.
Then garshine konsu sherat chon.
Shira chunga dewa din jire.
Tamche chemba yomare de.
Shang shu sen dang wa tu su me na wa te shira chunga din jirwa.
Ale. Okay. Tuche. Seldu.
Ya.
A yogi's mind will be distracted to various objects if he or she cultivates only special insight without developing a calmly abiding mind. It will be unstable, like a butter lamp in the wind. Since clarity of pristine awareness will be absent, these two, special insight and calm abiding mind, should be cultivated equally. Therefore, the Sutra of the Great and Complete Transcendence of Suffering says, hearers cannot see Buddha nature because their single-pointed absorption is stronger and their wisdom is weaker. Here, a yogi's mind, when there's only wisdom cultivated, for instance, only special insight cultivated, if there isn't a calm abiding, the Hlatong Rinpoche, the Latong yubi shine mepi sem yurabe? The Latong yuna shine yubi chap.
Cha. Shine me bi latong sun da shi shine me ba ji jeba ba shi ba yin da jeba. Wa de yung ma sa de ro da. Shine me bi latong ji de yo ma ro. Latong tu ba la shine tu ba ngo du ro ro.
Then ne jorpa kandre the Latong yong shine me.
shine
The shine
Latun
dan
ni.
dewe hlatung wa shigi nejorpi Samuel namla nampar yengwar juri. The dondagare.
Toma shine teje Latun ni ngaba guba lame matuba donga tuta kangilo la ndo Chenmo ta ge ba us. Toma shine tene Latun
Leso.
o de to res.
Leso.
Lame matuba ha lame drag maris. Ha lame ge shine Latun jisha tuba ji menwa.
Uh-huh.
Shine Latun jisha tuba.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine.
Toma shine teje Latun ni ngaba guba lame matuba donga tuta kangilo la teba Chenmo ta ge ndo teba Chenmo ta ge ndo ji ba us. Toma shine teje Latun ni ngaba gugres. Lame matuba lame ge ha lame ge lo la shine Latun jisha tuba ji menro. O te she de da.
The Nejo Alana maybe Ju
Nanju lana me bi jula tene shine Latun jisha
Yamdu.
tuba ji menro.
Jishan Yamdu.
Ma ji yesare.
Okay, Tuche Rinpoche. A yogi's mind will be distracted to various objects if he or she cultivates only special insight without developing a calmly abiding mind. I was just asking Rinpoche, I believed that special insight required calm abiding, so how could that even happen? So this is really speaking of just cultivating wisdom, specifically focusing on wisdom, but if you don't have a calm abiding as the precursor to it, then you have a distracted mind. You wouldn't be able to focus on that sole object of observation. So here it's showing how the calm abiding is necessary in order for the wisdom to be very stable and very focused. Rinpoche said in the tantric teachings, when we look at the highest yoga tantra, it does state that there can be a simultaneous arisal of calm abiding and special insight. But the other teachings say that you have calm abiding and then special insight, that it's an order, in that order, whereas Tantra says there can be a simultaneous arisal. So this is saying that it's just showing that it's not possible to have this special insight which is focused, which is what a special insight is. I asked Rinpoche, if it is a special insight, is it necessarily have calm abiding? And he said yes. So this is speaking if there was such a thing. If somebody just focused on wisdom all the time without having calm abiding, their mind wouldn't be stable enough. And it says it'd be like a butter lamp if there was wind. It would a butter lamp that if it had calm abiding. I mean, if we compared a butter lamp to a meditation, if calm abiding and special insight were both together, it would be like a no wind, and the butter lamp being able to just burn freely. When your mind is distracted, if the calm abiding isn't there, it's like adding wind to the butter lamp's experience, and you can see how it can blow out and cause it to move around, and that's compared to distraction. Let me see if I got everything. Unstable mind. Cultivate especially. So both of them should be equally focused on. It's saying that one should focus on calm abiding and special insight, wisdom and calm abiding equally. They should be cultivated equally. Hearers cannot see Buddha nature because their single-pointed absorption is stronger and wisdom is weaker. I asked Rinpoche about that too. I said, isn't the wisdom realizing emptiness, the wisdom realizing emptiness the same? There's not really a wiser form of it. And he said that wisdom realizing emptiness is the same, but they don't have the wisdom of the Bodhisattva path, so their wisdom isn't as complete. They don't have as much knowledge. And the reason they can't see their Buddha nature is because they focused so much on concentration in their practice of that vehicle that it actually causes an obstruction. Because the familiarization has been so great that it obstructs this potential that's there, because that potential has never been focused on. So the wisdom to know that potential is there isn't there, and it's clouded by this meditation, basically. that's been focused more so on. So it's like almost like a point that they know versus a point they've meditated on. And the meditated point is the one that they're most familiar with and is ingrained. So the point they might know is kind of obscured. Even if they'd heard they have this Buddha nature, it's just obscured because it hasn't been reinforced. Okay. Oh boy, I miss. Less so. Less so. So when we divide Buddha potential into categories, we have the natural potential and the developed potential. So those are the two potentials, by the way, the two natures, developed Buddha nature and natural potential, natural Buddha nature. So the Yanjer Suranang, Gonga Me Bachi Grimbache. The Sanjay Ni, they Lasar. Less so. Less so. Less so. Less so. Less so. So the Ran the Doni Dup the Tombani the Rik, then Genjo Rik, the Sheba. Okay, two Chena. Two Chena. Okay, so there are two different types of Buddha nature, natural nature and developed nature, or Buddha potential, natural potential and developed potential. The natural potential is the lack of true establishment of the mental consciousness itself. The developed potential is the mental consciousness itself. So it's the mental consciousness that can turn into it. The lack of true establishment is the natural potential. So these are the two categories. Then the Triwagare, Rinpoche? The Dopagare? Less so. Less so. Less so. The Lasar. Less so. De uma dawa yomari yene kongi de kelenson de nyentu dang rangel de chu dame de hakogomare de nga de kansai dame hakodu de nga dame hakodu chu dame hakogomare den sunsan the konso gangen sena the konso the sanjay rik gi the ranjing hakogomare gangen sena chu dame hakogomare den sunsan the sanjay rik the Doni Dopi Shira Hakogamare, Den Sun San Sanjay Rik Dundut, the Data Hakogamare, Den Hakogamare, the Jao Rinpoche Delpa.
Nintunaji Dishi Rimuton, Sanjig Riton, Rid Rosana,
Lesso.
Karin, sir.
The Yomare, the Rik Show Yomare.
Ah.
The Kon Kelang, the Sanjay Rik, the Yomare, the Gari Kuna La, Jao Rinpoche, the Jao Rinpoche Sumpere, the Kamala Shila, the Donda. Kamala Shila Gari Donda Gare. Kamala Shila Sampa, the Nyentu Dan Rangel, the Doni Dopi Shera Dan the Janchu Semba Doni Dopi Shera Kakare. Nyentu Dan Rangel, the Kansa Dame Kuna. Chug Dame Hakogomare. Den Sunsan, the Sanjay Rik Chu. Then the Sanjay Rik Dame Hakogomare. Gangisen the Chu Dame Hakogomare. Den Sunsan Konso Ripa the Tonwa. Ripa Nyun. Chu Dame Tongmare. Jao Rinpoche Sumpere. Jao Rinpoche Kamala Shila Sumpere. That Jao Rinpoche Kamala Shila Kailan Sum. Jao Rinpoche Kamala Shila Kailan.
Teme Dajun Dan, Netu Dajun to Chuji Dame, the Kazak Dame, Samangon Turu.
Kamala Shila Kailan?
Ah.
Kamala Shila Kailan? Kamala Shila, the Uma Ranjupa, Uma Tinjoa.
Rajupa Mendo, Uma Rajupa.
The Ranjupa,
Kamala Shila, Keshin Shivatsu. Uma Rajupa Mendo.
The Ranjupa guy, the Nyentu Dan Rangel, the Chu Dame Tundue.
Togorotan.
Oh. Nyentu Dan Rangel, the Chugi Tomba Ni, the Hakogomare.
Nyentu Dan Rajenaji, Tijinshi Rimutontes.
Less so. Okay.
Read Shosagurota.
Rinpoche has been asking, what's Dalai Lama's commentary say about this stanza? I'm saying that Dalai Lama is saying that in terms of what Kamala Shila means here, is that the here and solitary realizer don't realize the selflessness. Read into it. Tell me if I'm interpreting this wrong. But he's saying that the here and solitary realizer do not see the selflessness of phenomena. They only see the selflessness of person. So therefore, their concentration into that is much greater. So they don't see the selflessness of the Buddha nature. They only realize the selflessness of persons. So their concentration is more powerful because their wisdom is missing some things. That's what it seems to say here. But Rinpoche is saying that the ultimate view that he would think Kamala Shila would hold is that the foe destroyers of the hearers and solitary realizers realize selflessness of phenomena and person, according to the middle way. And Kamala Shila is a middle way view holder. So we were just talking. He was just asking what this says. So the hearers are obscured, Rinpoche is saying, because their absorption is so much stronger than their wisdom. Their focus has been so much greater that their wisdom is obscured. Then the Khensur the Shine Dot Chenmo Khensur Sherab Chun Chun. Less so. Less so. So they don't. So this is similar to what Dalai Lama is saying. Rinpoche is similar. He's that their realization of the emptiness of the Buddha nature is not as strong. I'm sorry if I'm missing something. Their realization of the emptiness of the Buddha nature isn't there Therefore, it's considered less wisdom. There's something more subtle there. I apologize. We're at like 98%, but there's something very subtle I'm missing. Okay. Chair Chumbe chair. The Rinpoche, Jiao Rinpoche, the Dunda Ni. Dunda Tambo, the Kashe Tsampa, Kon Sumpare, Kashe Tsampa, the Nyentu Dan Ranjel, Kansai, the Dame Kuna Hakogudu, Chu Dame Hakogumare, the Kon, the Kashe Kelen.
Oh, the Kashi
Kelen. Then Kamala Shila Kelen, Cheran Chipa. Cheran the Delpa Chipa. The Chera Chon, Gangin Sena, the Konsu Shine, the Chembo. Do Chembo.
You know, the Rimuton, the Tuni Ribina, the type of Gunamotons. Jusen Carasana, Ting and She Chon Shero Chon Tani Gundua. You know, the Tony Atu. Ribina the type of Guntonimoto. Rimutonte, Jusen Carasana, Ting and She Chon Shero Chon Ribina the type of Guntonin Tomares.
Less so. So when we say, why do hearers not see the Buddha nature, we would answer it with this. The hearers do not see the Buddha nature because their single-pointed absorption is stronger than their wisdom. It is stronger and their wisdom is weaker. So this is the reason that they don't see the Buddha nature. Digson.
Shachu Sambana Chene, Tomaji, the Jinshibiri, Tomaji, Sebuyo Mares, Mesete, Shero Shichi Shedan, Dingen the Chun Yesher. The Jinshibiri, Taji Zit, the Jinshibiri Tongres. Shena the Laton, Tomba Dembi Sheros.
So again, the Sutra of the Great and Complete Transcendence of Suffering says hearers cannot see Buddha nature because their single absorption is stronger and their wisdom is weaker. Bodhisattvas see it, but not clearly because their wisdom is stronger and their single-pointed concentration is weaker, whereas Tathagatas can see all because they possess calmly abiding mind and special insight to an equal degree. So the focus is different. Digson Rinpoche.
Yeah. The Jinshibine, Taji Zit, the Jinshibiri Tongres, Shenet, Latung Tomba Dembi Sherosa. Sheneji, Dojine, Mame Lungi, Majuba Jinto, Nadu Lunaji, Sayu Majuros, Latungi, Dong Jamatada Pombe, Jendak Machito, Dodumi, Dole, Chiquito, Shene Tochi, Yoma Banjuro, Shene Yoba, Sayu Yoma Bayungres, Latungi, Redan, Dawanju, Temperature, Temperature, She, Sumba Tabu, the Tayuna, Nicola Nanjuto, Sheba Nesosa, Shene Latunisha Gungures, something said.
Due to the power of calm abiding meditation, the mind will not be disturbed by the wind of conceptual thoughts, like a butter lamp undisturbed by the breeze. Special insight eliminates every strain of wrong views. Thus you will not be affected by the views of others. The Moon Lamp Sutra says, by the force of calm abiding meditation, the mind will become unwavering, and with special insight it will become like a mountain. Therefore maintain a yogic practice of them both. So here it's showing how without the calm abiding, the mind is like having wind on a butter lamp. You add the calm abiding, it becomes very stable like a mountain. So those are the points that are being made. Okay, decent.
Tela toma reji nenjubi kanki dewa nyuto shenen dan latung roba njowa shenen dan shenen dan latung toba la shenen dan latung tsul megu tsusa gures tsula je tenba shawo sa tela shenen tsu karesana shenen tsu kanyin shena tubi yuna nebas deba chungwa chu sheba deba chungwa chu sheba sa chu sheba shaa mabu yungsu pongba tang chuchin naba taba tang deba la subi naba toba yungsu pongba wo sa sheneg tu duwa teres sheneg tu tubi yuna nebas sheneg gongsa yudele ane neba meba Maintenant, tu ne pas me tiens dans tout ne pas me voir dans du gogres. Tu bi une ne bas. Tout tombe teres. Nan de ba chwa. Tu se ba ni je. De ba chwa de ba chwa de tu me se ba yin yong me je ro da. Tene sha ma bu yong su pon was. Sha ma bu pon gogres. Na ba ma bu le je ma res. Sha ma bu yong su pon ba dans. Suchin nabar taba dans, suchin taba kukuris, deba la subi, nabar tuba, yonsu boba, deba la subi, decha la suba, nabar tuba pomba, wate chonsu na cheneg tsude, yaba yungu, teni cheneg yungu res.
Less so. So now, let me make sure I read everything. Find a free distraction. Here's cannot see the Buddha nature, like a mountain, therefore. Okay. Now we're on page 94. Initially, the yogi should seek the prerequisites that can assist him or her in actualizing calm abiding meditation and special insight quickly and easily. So the causes need to be gathered and then practiced in order for, or causes and conditions rather, in order for the calm abiding to occur. So then it gets into what those would be. What are those prerequisites? The prerequisites necessary for the development of calm abiding meditation are to live in a conducive environment, to limit your desires, and practice contentment, not being involved in too many activities, maintaining pure moral ethics, and fully eliminating attachment and all other kinds of conceptual thoughts. Dixon.
Da sheneg tu ngabu duwa de denbi yu de la tunbi yu la gres tunbi yu de la yue den nga da dang denba ne tunbi yu yin ba sheba sha des tunbi yu na ne ba tunbi yu de de ja yue den nga de sheba sha de gu dang se la su ba se me ba nye bi shir nye la wa dang na goya ge dulu gue dang sa tong se la so ba se me ba nye bi nye la wa dang sa ana sa tong de le la nye sa wo de nye la wa dang
So do.
ju me so ba dang sa de ba ne ba je ge se je ge rin da dang wo de me ba dra la so ba me ne bi ne zang wa dans ne zang wa dans dra la suba yene shine ye wu ma ro ne zang wa ne me bi sa yin be sa zang wa nasa meba ina ode sadala den nasa meba ina 사정와 주 추진도 된바 따보 총바 연배 주정와 사정와도 주정와 네모 주모보 다기 마가이 시당스 네모 저는 세계 뭐부터는 매사 마가이 시당 삼드라 총 시를 네 레바덴바우스 deba chungwa kanshe na chugu la soba zambo wa mambo la labar chaba meba wosa chugu zambo tangwa tazul chaba meba chugu gores
That's so.
chu sheba kanshe na chugu la soba ngengo zang nyebe chu sheba imba kanyemba wosa 다 수수기 어디 돌로나 가르에는 사다 어디 리상지가 어디 추셔봐서 그랬어 추셔봐 가야 뭐 샤마보 용수 bomba 강하시나 년송라서 봐 년송라서 레게 봐 용수 bomba스 년송라서 레게 봐 용수 bomba스 비즈니스다 어디서 뭐고서 있어 침바다 라도 중앙 가다 하장 현지 시바 용수 bomba사 침바다 라도 중앙 제가 뭐 제주에 말해서 보고 그래서 현시바 까마찌와라 소바 용수 봉하다고 다 해봐 해대케는 콜레가 뭐 보여로다 세인의 제금에다 나 까마서 찌고야 되는 도와 어떤 제는 어떻게 내고말 내고여로다 까마찌와라 소바 근데 제가 까마찌로 찌저로 질러는 안 어떻게 내고말 제금에로 용수 봉아 가인 보고서 추진나바다바 강시나 도만니가랑 라지다 집이 카나마토다 집이 라비 제 만데와다 바메바 레나야 제바 죄비 최진도 셰바다 죄비 최진도 셰바다 니퇴주 동발라 방비 주소 머롱아 송바 가이바 들라 죄바던 데바다 심매자유 생당 데바다 생강기 레드 셰비 생들라 원님에바 수수뚜비 싫어 최다지 원이 매바 공비실 대추진 나버다바 코나이 봐 줘봐서 추진 다봐서 어떤 주고 그래서 다 니퇴지 동바라 펑바당 펑바 주소 모로와 송바 펑바 주소 모로와 송바 가이 봐 달라야 죄바단 대비 방바 고소는 죄바고 그래서 죄바단 댐바단스 심매자이 되는 방바 신에는 방바 제금에서 동생 제고 그래서 심매자이 생단 댐바단 생가게 레데 셰비 생들라 원님하고 수수뚜비 싫어 최다지 원님해봐 공비실을 추진나버다보 코나이 버려 수리 나봤다 봐서 어떤 일서 그랬어다
Rinpoche, the Nyantugi Dumba la Pamba Chus the Dunda.
Nyantugi Dumba la tat
The Dunda Gare, please gong a mepchi.
Nyantugi Dumba la 다 pomba su juba majiba lemba mazamba
Ale
juba.
Tsawaji.
Jidro da.
Less so.
What the jidmar pomba logro da. Pomba je.
Ale Sanjay Kelen. The
pomba jes. Ni tuji domba la. Pomba juzu. Moron somba gayemba tella ya. Pomba juzu morona dan juba je ures.
Ale.
Pomba kusuna. Juba dan demba dan. And Xijing and Pombati Pombe Maguba Chigins, She Majai Santa de Matan, never dodges on when Shadan Chiba to say the Marbet.
less so.
Saint Gangi later, she be Saint La Gonyeba Sutu be Sharan. Chu Tanji Gonye Meba Gombi Sher Sudi Nabataba, Juba Shaws.
Then Yentu, the Sawa Je, the Chak, then the Gulon Domba Loson. Sanjay.
Nyetuju Domba la, Pomba Je, Jusu Moron, Songa Jujirota, Jusu Moron.
Okay. Okay.
Jusu Moron,
Less so.
Somba Gayaba, Tella, Pomba Jusu Moron, Pomba goes on the Jobaji Ures.
Less so. Okay.
Jobata Dembatan. And Xijing and Pomba Chigmes, Donsen,
Less so.
Shiji Donsen Jigures,
Okay.
Santa Dembatan, Saint Gangi, Tishibi Saint La, Monyama Susutubi Sharans, Susutuba,
Less so.
Chutanji, Monyama, Gombi Shir, the Nabra Daba, Kona Imbasha, Suji Nabra Daba, so the Nigel Segresa.
Okay. Okay, so now the next sections we get into those prerequisites and so forth. The prerequisite necessary for the development of calm abiding meditation are to live in a conducive environment, to limit your desires and practice contentment, not being involved in too many activities, maintaining pure moral ethics, and fully eliminating attachment and all other kinds of conceptual thoughts. Now it breaks down. A conducive environment should be known by these 5 characteristics: providing easy access to food and clothes, being free of evil beings and enemies, so evil beings, those who wish to harm you, being free from disease, containing good friends who maintain moral ethics and who share similar views, being visited by few people in the daytime and with little noise at night. Limiting your desires refers to not being excessively attached to many or good clothes, such as religious robes and so forth. The practice of contentment means always being satisfied with any little thing, like inferior religious robes and so forth. Not being involved in many activities refers to giving up ordinary activities like business, avoiding too close association with householders and monks, and totally abandoning the practice of medicine and astrology. Even in the case of the statement that a transgression of the hearer's vow cannot be restored, if there is a regret and an awareness of the intention not to repeat it and an awareness of the lack of a true identity of the mind that performed the action, or familiarity with the lack of a true identity of all phenomena, that person's morality can be said to be pure. This should be understood from the Sutra on the elimination of Ajatashatru's regret. You should overcome your regret and make special effort in meditation. So Rinpoche said it's similar to the 4 opponent powers here, where we have the opponents of the power of regret, commitment, basis, and antidote. So very similar here, and it's saying that it is said that if a hearer in texts breaks any among the 4 root vows of the ordained: killing, stealing, lying, or sexual contact. So any among those 4 are transgressed. It's said that there can't just be restored through a ceremony. But here it's saying that if all of these things are present in the understanding of the nature and so forth, then it can be said that that person has pure conduct if they have gone through process of purification like this. And it's ngatsu karma ju yure rimche. Ngatsu ju sar dandrar. Even in case of transition. So the hearer's vows, Rinpoche, dene the tsawa ji cha then sojung dagamare. So the dakpa the tsawa ji suchupa the sojung sojung shadang yene the konsu the dumba losar sojung pentogomare. Then yentu the suchupa. Then konsu the dra losar.
Oda pombe kuzuna daba lus lagro ta.
Jalo.
Pomba yonso. Jusu muruwa sonda juesaro. Kanyi batel. Pomba jusu muruna joba jigures. Joba dan tembes.
The sojung dan dra yo marebe. I was just asking Rinpoche if the sojung ceremony, it's really not our business as an unordained, but I was asking if in the sojung ceremony, if that would restore a monk or nun's vow if they had committed any of those four, or if they are considered to have lost their vows at that point. And he said that the sojung is still done, and there is a acknowledgement of downfalls, but it is said in texts that there is a loss of vow. But then seemed like that not always, and he didn't get into any more than that. And again, the Vinaya isn't really supposed to be read unless you hold the vow of the specific Vinaya. Like, you're not supposed to read monk's vows unless you take the monk's vow. You don't study the monk vow and then take it. You're supposed to have this desire to emerge that's so strong that you believe it. So you just say, I'll take those. And then you study them after you've taken the vows. It's against the rules to study the Vinaya. And that is why sometimes, just as a note, the nuns don't study all of the Vinaya because some don't consider the fully ordained nun status to be present, and only the novice, so they don't feel they can study the whole Vinaya, because you're not supposed to read vows that you don't hold. You can read vows below yours. So if you have a fully ordained vow, you can read about the householder vows. But if you have a novice vow, you aren't supposed to read about the fully ordained vows. So that's the glitch. If you ever read about this glitch, why wouldn't nuns be able to study everything? That's the point. The Vinaya is secret, and only those who hold the vows are supposed to read it. Yeah. I know there's books in English, but there's a lot of stuff in English. All right, so does anybody have a question? Coleman?
Yep.
Yeah, the Vinaya. Bodhisattva vows can be studied before you take them, but individual liberation vows are not supposed to be studied until you hold them.
So I just want to kind of
It's a renunciation vow.
So you said for Shavaka or here,
The same. Those are the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said that their concentration is more powerful than their wisdom.
Correct.
So I was just curious because I've heard the term small scope for just a person that wants to stay in cyclic existence, like just.
Okay.
And then so is that just medium scope? Because scope's not like.
Yes, here is medium scope.
That's where the term come from.
Kongi Chiwa, the Jipu Song, the Teme Jipu Din, Kongi Chiwa. The Temepa Jipu Din. Yes, so the medium scope practitioner is a lesser vehicle practitioner, and that would be either hearer or solitary realizer.
Okay. Yep. Thanks.
Anybody else? John?
What would possibly be the reason in not allowing someone to study the Vinaya unless they took the vow first? What could possibly be the reasoning?
The Rinpoche, Gar Shene, the Sanjay Sumpare, the Dowa, the Gulung Mai Dumba, Gulung Pai Dumba Mena, Lobjung She Chogumare, then the Yure, the Dumba, the lobjung she the nga the gulung pai domba lobjung she the chogomare gangin sena nga gulung pai domba me
가르치죠.
then kongi triwa the garishene the lobjung she chogomare
가르치죠.
then the sanjay the me kashe the dharmsala nge anja guson the garishene the nun the gelong the getsuma the kashe dowa kanga lobjung shegamare gangin sena konso gelong mai dumba yomare dang sung sang vinaya kanga lobjung sheg chogamare then garishin
뭐 주고 그 말다. 다 가르로전 제는 리그로다.
yene the dowa nangla the yure the dumba mena lobjung she the shanchu sembi dumba lobjung she digre tambo then a shanchu sembi dumba lan yene sutar dumba the gulung pai dumba gulung mai dumba galo the gulung mai dumba mena gulung pai dumba mena the gulung pai dumba lobjung she chogomare
그런 파이도 봐.
nga the genye pai dumba yu nga gulung pai dumba the dumba the gari ena lobjung she chogomare gangin sena nga the dumba yomare
동바면은 시험 주었던데 요 말든 시 주그로.
okay so he's saying that it's fine you can look into this he's saying it's fine and that it's you can read anything you want and that you can study whatever you would like to look into this and find out if I'm wrong about I was saying in Dharamsala I've heard this is part of the discussion of the nun problem and how they couldn't get Geshe degrees before but I think that now they do get Geshe degrees so we aren't having this discussion anymore but that discussion is present in the Vinaya I promise. It says in the beginning of some of the Vinaya books you can't read them unless you have the vows. Even go look into some of the Kaju books. Right in the front of the book, their main book on Buddhist ethics, which shows all of the vows. It says not to read it. So I don't know. Maybe there's a new rule. Maybe that they've decided to change it, but that is present. They say the Bodhisattva vow can be studied. I'm shocked that this is not. Then the Yomari Rinpoche, the Dowa Nangla Yomari, the Gelong Mai Dumba Mena, the Lobjung She Tugudue.
주그래잖아.
The Ngama the Geshema Yomari Garishene, the Dasi Mambo Dansa. Then the Geshe the Geshe Jatsu the Tseni Dasan dan the Geshe Danshu, Konso Dasi Mambo Danson, then Garishene Geshe Ma Yomare, then Glum Mai Dumba Yomare, Glum Mai Dumba Mena, Dowa Kanga, Lobjung She Chogomare. The Yatsar, Yene Ngama Dasi Dan. This Sarpa situation, okay. I guess we're not talking about it anymore. He's saying that now we have Geshimas, we have fully ordained nuns, so that can't be true because when I was in India 12 years ago, there was a debate. Gendamchu, Geshe Gyatso, the principal of the dialectic school, we talked about this, and one of the debates was, can the nuns study the whole Vinaya? That was it. So I must maybe only know a part of this story, but I encourage everyone to look into it because I'm not making this up. I wouldn't do that. Concluding mandala offering and dedication prayer. Why are we watering things? I don't like this. The fundamental ground is scented with incense and strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha land and offer it. May all sentient beings enjoy this pure realm. I dedicate whatever virtues I have collected for the benefit of the teachings and of all sentient beings, and in particular for the essential teachings of Venerable Losang Drakpa to shine forever. I send forth this jeweled mandala to you, precious Guru. I dedicate all this virtue to emulate the knowledge of the hero Manjushri and likewise Samantabhadra as well. With whatever dedication is praised as supreme by all the conquerors who traverse the 3 times, I also dedicate all my roots of virtue for the sake of auspicious deeds. In that pure land surrounded by snowy mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. All-powerful Avalokiteshvara Tenzin Gyatso, may you stay until samsara's end. I pray for the long life of the precious Khensur Wandak, upholder of scriptural and realizational doctrines, the spiritual friend who trained extensively in the 5 great philosophical texts with exceptional wisdom and perseverance. Suji Rinpoche Guzi Shabi Denrala. And I'll answer your question with the truth. The reason you're not supposed to is because you can become very judgmental of the Sangha, of the fully ordained. Oh, they're not doing this, they're doing that, they're doing this wrong.